Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's nice to see you. Did you have trouble getting here or anything?
No.
So, have you had a good day?
Yes.
All right. Well, we're just going to go through a little bit of information, get to know each other a little better. And I just want to start off by warning you that everything here will be kept in confidentiality, and the only reason I would have to report anything to someone else would be if there's any potential harm to anyone, including you or someone else. I just have the duty to warn. So let's begin. What's your name?
Dexter Morgan.
Okay. And what is your age and your date of birth?
I'm 38, born on February 1st, 1971.
Okay. And are you married?
Widowed.
Widowed. Okay. All right. So we're going to start off with a little bit of just family history, get a little background. So where were you born?
Miami, Florida.
Okay. And did you grow up there as well? And who were you raised by?
So I was raised by my biological mother, and then she died, so then I was adopted and raised by my adoptive parents.
Okay. And did you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, one biological brother, one stepsister. Or not step, but just adopted sister.
Okay. And what was your relationship like with your brothers and sisters?
I was separated from my brother for a while, so I don't really know him much. We reunited later. And then my sister, I like her a lot. I care about her.
Mm-hmm. Was there a certain situation that kind of formed your bond with your sister?
Just growing up, she was great to me.
Okay. And how would you compare yourself to your siblings?
I'm different from them. So my brother is also a serial killer.
Okay.
But he the different kind of serial killer.
Okay.
He kills anyone he wants. My sister, she's more morally correct, justice fighting type person. So we're just very different.
Okay. And you said you were widowed, right? Was that your only marriage?
Yes.
Okay. And how long was your marriage with your wife?
About a year.
Okay. And how would you characterize that marriage?
It was a rocky marriage.
Okay.
There were ups and downs. Overall, it was pretty good.
Okay. Did you have any children?
One.
One. Was it a son or a daughter?
Son.
Okay. And did you have contact with your children, with your child?
Yes.
Okay. And was it frequent or just
Frequent.
Okay. So let's move into more educational history. What's the highest grade that you completed in school?
Medical school.
Oh, wow. And did you like school?
Yeah, it was really easy. It was kind of boring, but you just have to get through it.
Mm-hmm. And what were your grades like? I assume you were
Straight
pretty
A's,
good, huh?
Yeah.
And did you ever fail a grade?
No.
Any special education?
No.
And did you ever have trouble with behavior at school?
Not really.
Okay. Were you ever suspended or expelled?
I don't remember being suspended or expelled.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so what was your first job?
Blood spatter analyst.
And how long did you have that job?
That was ever since, so 16 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. So did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Okay. And that's the longest job you ever had?
Yep, that was the only job I ever had.
And, okay. How do you typically respond to your supervisors, coworkers, and just work pressures in general?
Yeah, calm, collected, always think before I speak, make sure I know the consequences.
Okay. And have you ever been fired from a job? No? I see. And how do you currently handle your personal finance?
I handle it myself. So so good.
Good. And so you haven't had any like significant problems handling money?
No.
All right. And did you have any military history?
No.
Never. Okay. All right. So some medical history. Were you aware of any complications during your birth?
No.
Okay. Did you crawl, walk, and talk when you were supposed to?
Yeah.
Have you ever suffered a head injury or a
Not
loss
that
of
I-
consciousness?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Are you currently being treated for any physical illnesses or injuries?
Nope.
And do you have any medications that you currently take?
No.
Have you ever suffered from seizures?
Nope.
Or blackouts?
Nope.
Great. Okay. Have you ever been physically abused?
No.
Sexually abused?
Nope.
Emotionally abused?
No.
Okay. And do you have any like substance use history?
Nope.
Okay. Have you had any current charges
Nope.
or past criminal record?
No.
Okay. How would you describe your mood generally?
Generally, fine, everything fine. I
Okay.
feel empty sometimes. I
Okay.
have a need for control, but I can control that urge.
hmm Is it easier to control in like the workforce rather than like in personal life?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you describe yourself as like frequently stressed or worried?
Yes.
Okay. Or irritable?
Yes.
Do you have any problems getting to sleep at night or sleeping soundly through the night?
Not really.
Okay. Any delusions or hallucination?
Yeah, I see my dad a lot.
Okay.
My adopted father a lot. He talks to me.
Do you adoptive father?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what do you see him doing? Do you think?
Just
Anything?
guiding me through stuff.
Okay.
Giving me advice.
Have you had any previous diagnosis or like past psychological testing?
I was tested when I was a kid,
Okay.
but everything came back normal.
And any treatment for mental health?
Nope.
And so you're not taking any psychiatric medications at the moment? Or in the past at all? Okay. So could you describe to me just a typical day in your life?
Yeah, so I get up, I
Mm-hmm.
go to work.
Mm-hmm.
So because I'm a blood spatter analyst, I see a lot of crime scenes. And then I work alongside my sister since she's a detective in the same department. Then after work, I like tracking down people that I want to kill.
Okay.
If they fit my code, then I'll go kill them. Then I'll throw their bodies in the waters. And then I go back home.
Okay. Okay, so you said if they fit your code, could you kind of like,
Yeah, they
Expand on
got to
that?
be like bad people
okay.
who've committed crimes.
Okay. Have you noticed any deterioration in your personal care?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Could you elaborate on that just a little bit, maybe?
So over time, I just had some trouble killing people. I've been feeling more hesitant, and then after my wife died,
Uh-huh.
it's been getting a little worse.
And do you know, like, maybe why you were hesitant, or was it just, like, out of fear or out of...
I don't know, there's
Don't
a
know.
lot of different stuff.
Okay. Have you had an impaired ability to interact with others lately?
Somewhat, kind of.
Just, like, in, like, everyday conversation?
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't really like interacting with other people unless I have to.
Okay. or any impaired ability to just understand or remember or carry out any instructions?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So just a little social history. Can you just tell me about your social life or just interactions with other people?
Yeah. So I don't really have that much of a social life. I don't like talking to people unless I have to talk to them. The only people who I really care about, and I guess I talk to the most, are my sister and my son. Yeah, I don't really have many friends, but I'm content with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So could you describe can you describe your relationship with your son a little bit more?
Yeah. So he's my biological son. I like him. I don't want him to turn out to be me. Yeah, he's like still like a toddler, so
Oh, he's how old is he?
like about 1 year old.
Oh, wow. Okay. And could you tell me how you might would handle an argument with one of your close relatives? Or...
Yeah. So I always make sure I'm calm, cool-headed. I always think before I speak. Make sure I'm aware of the consequences of everything I say. I guess it can be kind of manipulative.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so just to kind of follow up on some things, could you tell me a little bit more about when you see your dad and his advice that he's given you? Can you go into was it advice that he also gave you in your childhood or?
Yeah. It's kind of like the same things I guess you would say in my childhood, but
Mhm.
I don't know if they are since he's already dead.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's just like mine just talking to me.
Okay. Well, it was great to talk to you.
Yeah.
And we will definitely be back in touch, and I look forward to hearing more from you and getting more of your story. And I appreciate you coming here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.